beautiful souls. Welcome back to the Evolution of Happiness. This is Nia. Thank you so much for coming back to this beautiful space. And I hope you guys are having an amazing day. If not, it's time to disconnect and unplug yourself from anything that's bothering you, bugging you, and spend time with me. Disconnect and be here, be in the now. Okay, so let's get started. I want to know, have you guys heard about this statement, I will forgive, but I will never forget? Have you guys ever heard that before? Because I had. And I actually heard it from my mom, family members, and friends. And I had this statement stuck in my head for years. And the reason why I had it in my brain was because it didn't really register. How can you forgive and not forget? So, with that being said, we all know by watching my videos that we get hurt from everything that goes on in our lives. It could be our parents or teachers or friends, betrayed by our loved ones, and it is part of life. And today, I want to share a personal story. Some of my friends may find it as shocking, but this space is about to be, it's all about being real, honest, and I have to be the first one. In my early teens, I had a lot of anger and resentment towards one person in my life. And that person was my birth mother. And I just had those feelings of anger, and I just didn't know how to handle it and what to do with them, because I was very blessed to have my aunt and uncle take custody of me. So I actually had a very, very good life. So I couldn't really complain about anything. So what did I do at that time? I suppressed all my feelings inside, and I just kept going with my life, being happy, optimistic, like how I always been, because your body and your brain kind of like pushes things away, especially when things are hurting you and you go through something so dramatic in your life. So that's what I did. I suppressed them. I was happy, but I was noticing these patterns in my life with relationships, within myself, and love relationships that they were coming up. And I was wondering why I was so angry and so upset. I was angry, but I had no idea about this anger until I start noticing those patterns. Now, my story may not be yours, but what our stories have in common is that at one point of our lives, we found it hard to forgive, forget, and move on. So let me break this down to you. What I've learned having those feelings, having hate and being resentful towards others prevents you to, living the life you're supposed to live, being happy and doing happy things. Also, you giving the other person the upper hand, and you remain a victim if you want to be in those kind of feelings, being angry and hateful, and just, not living, like I said, the life you're supposed to live, like being happy. At the end of the day, we all make mistakes, and that's okay, but we need to learn from them in order for us to be happy really deep inside of us. So here are 3 things that I've learned and I've actually incorporated in my life that has helped me how to forgive, forget, and move on. Number 1 is extremely important. You need to open up to yourself, because you have to be honest with you. Nobody else matters at this point. You have to be honest to your feelings. Open up, open up to your heart, say what you have to say. One thing that I do is I pray for the other person. I know, call me crazy, but praying for the other person, I actually did it for a month. I pray for this person that hurt me, and I mean, after a month, I didn't really feel those negative feelings towards them. Okay, so you can pray, or you can, cry as much as you have to. Tip number two. Tip number two is to be able to write a letter. Write a letter to the person that has hurt you. You don't really have to send it. I mean, only if you have to. But remember, don't expect anything. Don't have any expectation that this person is gonna, get back to you right away or anything like that. You doing this for yourself. So you write them a letter, you tell them exactly how you feel, because you need to let it out somehow. And writing things down truly helps you. I've done it my whole life, and I can vouch for sure that it helps. Tip number three, forgiveness. Forgive yourself. You have to forgive yourself, because if you don't forgive yourself, you still living in the past, and those feelings are gonna be still there, and that's not what you want. You want to be able to forgive, forget, and move on. And if you still seeking revenge, now think, those revenge feelings are not going to solve anything. The best way to have revenge is to have a successful, happy life for yourself. I also incorporated a video from I think his name is Mr. Kamisa. I don't quote me on that, please. I'm gonna link the video below. It's about a father who actually forgives his son's killer. It's incredible. It's so inspiring, and it's gonna completely change your life. So I hope you enjoy this video and it helped you in some kind of way. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, still share it with your friends, because you never know who may need it out there. Do not forget to subscribe, the button right there. And don't forget to believe in yourself. You are a star. You are a fighter. And you do have a purpose in this world. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day. Mwah!